Welcome guys to another video of DREAMBOUND RSPS, where we do not edit videos, we just record and upload. And that is only because I don't know how to edit videos very well. So without further ado, let's get right into this video of DREAMBOUND RSPS. So here we are again. I've made another video of this just yesterday, uploaded it. And the reason why I'm making another video is, number one, just to get the name out there even more. And number two, the video I made yesterday, I mean, it was good, but the VPS, it's like the client and everything. The client will work. If you get the client from that video, it'll still work because it auto updates. But a lot of people are going to get discouraged and probably really ticked off. And I haven't checked the comments yet. If there's any comments on it, I don't know. But this morning, something happened to the VPS, and it just kind of like shit the bed. Now, this happened to me in the past, where there was no explanation, there was no resolution. I mean, even the customer service people didn't even talk to me about it. But this was a whole different company. I'm now using a different company of VPS, and the same thing happened. But this time they actually fixed it, which is great. And they gave me a whole new VPS for it, like all new IP address, all new operating system. So, I mean, it's just all around better. And honestly, I think this one runs a lot faster than the old one. So, hopefully it doesn't do that again, and hopefully this time it keeps running. So that way we can keep the game hosted, and we don't have to keep going back and doing this and basically sounding like a broken record, saying, oh, well, the VPS decided it wanted to die, and so now we got to make another video advertising the server and this and that. But anyway, because we are going to make a lot of videos advertising the server, because that's what you do. But anyway, so moving on right into the video here about our cool features that this server has to offer. And then maybe at the end we'll take a little sneak peek into some of the features that are going to be added shortly. So, I'm not going to show you guys anything too spectacular, probably just take you to some of the teleports and stuff. Just because I don't really have time to make in-depth videos, because I'm constantly coding, like I'm the only person that's actually developing the server. So, I don't really have, I don't have time to make the videos very well. Which also ties into the motto of the video, like I don't edit my videos because I don't have time to do any of that. So if they're really poor quality, I do apologize, but that's why. I spend most of my time coding rather than trying to make videos look nice and fancy and whatever else. So anyway, let's get right into some of the teleports here. So we obviously have our training teleports, where I don't really feel like I need to show you any of these because they're really all self-explanatory. Same with the dragons and the donator, slayer. I mean, really all these are really self-explanatory. I mean, I don't know why you would really need to look at any of them, but so we can go to the gamble room actually, because there are some things that you don't really see on other servers. Like, I mean, probably other servers have like a gambling room too, but so, but this is our gambling room. And how this works is gambling is actually a skill on here. And how it works is you go over there and you talk to the blackjack, or you go over here and you do the darts, or you go over there and you talk to the memory game. And when you win one of those gambles, like let's say you play blackjack and you win blackjack, you gain tokens, and then what you do with those tokens is you come over here to this guy, and you redeem your tokens for XP there. I will eventually add a shop here as well that just sells like cosmetics for gamblers and stuff to make them look more fancy or whatever. But for right now, that's really basically it. Like, it's just stripped down to the bare basics of the gambling skill. So, I mean, nothing too spectacular, but I'm constantly adding on to it. That's the thing. Everything you see in here is constantly being like recoded, rewrit, or rewrote. I mean, not rewrit. Oh my god. Grammar lesson, please. But yeah, it's constantly being, like I said, rewrote or edited or went back over and just cleaned up a little bit. So I'm always improving the code on everything and making them better, making them more fun, more interesting, I guess. So, but moving on here to the party room minigame, where this minigame is basically a time-based minigame, and I'll give you a demonstration of it here now that I actually have the time to do so. So what happens is you teleport here, obviously, and you go over to the lever here, and you pull it, and it'll ask you what difficulty you want to do. For this, I'll just do easy. And you have 30 seconds to pick up as many items as you can. So basically, you just go around and you pick up items. Now, you can't smuggle these items out. I made sure that you can't do anything like wear them or teleport out with them on or anything like that. So basically, what you do is you just pick up the items, and I think that's about all of them, right? Yep. So now you wait for the time to go up, or time to count down or whatever, and then when it does, that will happen. You get moved back home, and all of your points, or all of your items in your inventory, will be transferred, or converted into points that you can then spend at Party Pete's shop. As of right now, though, his shop is just completely empty. I'm leaving it up to the players to suggest what they want to see in that shop. I personally thought that maybe cosmetics would be good, but I'll leave it up to you guys. You tell me what you want, and I'll make sure it happens. So that was that minigame, and then like I said, the difficulties are basically easy, medium, and hard. And easy, there's only 10 items that drop. Medium, I think, is like 20, and hard is, I think, 30. So it's just, the time doesn't change, it's just the amount of items that drop that changes, which in turn makes it a little difficult. But still very possible, it's still very fun. And the maze game is, if you've ever seen the movie Maze Runner, it's basically the same thing. You have to go through a maze, and you're timed. Excuse me. And you're timed, and then when you reach the center, you get a reward. There's 4 levels to it, and then the first 2 levels are just like regular, mazes. Is nothing special. But the last 2 levels are player versus player based, so it's like a risk reward thing, I guess. Now, I mean, obviously, you only have 5 minutes to complete all 4 mazes, and the time does not reset in between mazes. So if someone wanted to try to kill you in there, they'd have to do it probably relatively quickly, which still makes it interesting, because I mean, you could actually I don't know. I honestly don't really. I'm not a PKer, so I don't know the best route to go about doing that. But I mean, maybe you guys do. Maybe you guys want to try it out. That'd be pretty cool. If it's something that seems interesting to you, I suggest go trying it out. But next, moving on, we have some more bosses here, which I want to show you one boss in particular. And I know it's a little messed up. You guys are going to probably comment on that, like, oh, your model's messed up on this boss, you need to fix it, blah, 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 blah. And really, I mean, I don't really care to fix it, I guess. I'm not trying to be professional. I mean, after all, this is just a RuneScape private server that is just supposed to be made to have fun with, not be professional, I guess. So, anyway, this is the Siege Troll Queen, and you can even tell the HP bar is messed up a little bit. But I mean, that's fine.
The point is, you can see that she has 350 HP. But like I said, if anybody has a fix for that, I will gladly implement it. I just don't know how to fix it myself. I have tried multiple different ways and different things, but I just can't get it to work. Which, I mean, it's really not that important. I mean, my mentality is like, if it's not game breaking, then it's not a high priority to fix. You know, back in the day, they didn't have the HP overlays like this. They only had an HP bar, and you know, you just used common sense to be like, oh, this is a boss, so it's probably going to have multiple HP bars. So, you know, I mean, I played servers like that in the past where they did have multiple HP bars and no one really cared, but I guess nowadays everybody wants an HP overlay to know exactly how much HP this NPC has. Which, I mean, is fine, whatever, but again, I'm not going to sit there and waste my time trying to add something like that to a game that doesn't really need it, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm not going to go on any rants about it. I'm just going to move on to the next feature. Well, not the next feature, but just the next part of the tour. So let me just get out of here. So again, we still have some of the bosses here. We have a lot of bosses actually, and we are adding more. Just if you have ideas for bosses, let me know. I'm not adding OSRS bosses, and I'm not adding RS3 bosses, so just keep that in mind. PKing, we have some good PKing teleports. I mean, technically you only really need one, but you do have a bunch of different options here. Skills, obviously for all your skilling and stuff. Excuse me. Thieving, so this basically just takes you to the obviously to the NPCs that you are going to thieve, and it'll tell you each pot what the loot is for the particular NPC you're trying to pickpocket, and it'll tell you a tip about you can get 1.5 times the amount of loot with a full set of rogue gear, and if you get caught, you'll be sent to jail. So that tells you what the punishment is. So if you examine the man here, it'll say for each pickpocket you'll get 1 KGP with a chance of double loot with 10 agility. You can get 1.5 times your amount of loot. So basically the same thing as that. And allocated flyers. And for each pickpocket you will get 1 allocated flyer. I'm not going to read them all to you. You get the point. That's what this does. And then the home stalls here to take you back to the home stalls. Again, not really worth reading to you because, like I said, you guys get the point. City teleports, obviously, all the different cities around the game. Dungeon, this did. Oh, Jesus, man. Excuse me for that tongue twister. This did confuse quite a bit of people in the past, so I'm going to clear it up here. It is not dungeon teleports. It's just Taverley Dungeon. I couldn't fit Taverley Dungeon on the box there, so I just put dungeon. And then you have dragons, where they take you to green, red, blue, all the other types of dragons. Donator teleports, Slayer, and Prestige. The Prestige teleport doesn't have any locations. It's just a teleport. And you have to have at least 6 prestige to use it. And basically what it does is it just takes you to an area where there's monsters that you can kill for prestige points. So it's just kind of like it's a way to get more prestige points after prestiging, because you only get 500 per prestige level. So it just makes it easier, I guess, so that way you can actually grind out some stuff to get the items that you want out of the Prestige. So I'm not going to give you a tour of the shops because all the other videos I've made all do that. So that's, you want to see what's in the shops, you go look at the other videos. We do have the almost unlimited money pouch. Jeez, for some reason I can't talk tonight. We do have XP conversions. Let me get this out of the way. You can convert your XP to GP, and you can convert your XP to level points, which you can spend the level points at the level shop there here at home. And another cool feature that we're actually adding, which I don't think is on any other servers, is we're going to be adding custom home locations where you can actually pick your own home area and you can customize it and add objects to it however you want them to be. And but they're going to be in predefined areas, but you can add your own objects. And that's one thing that we're adding. And another thing that we already have added is actually an RS3 feature, which is just a quality of life update. But we do have tool belt, and I do believe we are the first 317 with tool belt. And it makes it really nice for skilling and everything. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be about it for this video. It's really getting on like almost 17 minutes, and I don't like making really long videos. So if you want to get a full tour of the server, I suggest that you just play it and look at it for yourself. A lot of people, they log in, they look at it, and they log right back out. That's not a way to be, really. I mean, this server has a lot of potential, and that's just not coming from me. It's coming from other players that have played this in the past and that still do play it. The server does have a lot of potential, but they get discouraged when you guys just log in and leave right away. And reasons why you do that, I have no idea. Maybe because I'm not in game at the time, or you see there's no one else on. But I mean, you got to give the server a chance, guys. You can't just assume that it's not going to go anywhere. Like I said, we do have a very dedicated owner, which is me. I'm the only person that develops on it. I'm the only coder. I manage all of the donations. I manage all of the hosting costs. I manage all of the players. I manage all of the coding. So I'm very busy behind the scenes with this. So you guys just have to give me a chance to get caught up on it. Is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Because I don't want to go on too much of a rant. So thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, if you guys liked the server, what I did show of it, and like I said, there'll be little bits and pieces being shown throughout more videos and more videos and more videos. But if you like it so far, what you see, and you want to check it out some more in depth by yourself and give like a self tour of it, please go ahead and use that link in the description of this video to get on the Discord page, where you can get the client from there. You can get the forum page from there, and I hope to see you guys in game. But thanks for watching.